Achieving a major milestone is a great feeling. Imagine graduating college, not the traditional four-year path, but you managed to walk across that stage and receive a piece of paper. A piece of paper intended to bring about feelings of happiness, joy, pure bliss even. This piece of paper is of significant value to you because college is not easy, and you worked extremely hard to receive this gratification. You then start your first real job, treat yourself to a new car, and you can't help but project feelings of happiness onto people in your environment. It becomes natural for you to share this excitement with others and discuss. Stop. Right there. Just stop. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing why I think it's no longer a good idea to share your goals. Personally, I've been realizing maybe it's better to just have a mindset of moving in silence, you know what I mean? Keeping things to yourself, right? I think it's so easy to get caught up with what's trendy or what everyone's doing after college that honestly, you lose sight of what's meant for you. And I've had to realize the hard way. Graduating was like a big thing for me, and then a few months after I started my first job. So coming off of that excitement and that, it was natural for me to share things that I was interested in or thinking about doing, thinking about pursuing. Those things being graduate school, saving up, because I knew I was going to be living at home, paying off my student loans. So the trajectory for that and what I thought that would look like, I found myself just having a lot of those conversations either with coworkers or friends, family members, and I realized, maybe I don't need to share these things. Maybe I just need to keep it to myself because everyone isn't in the same predicament or situation that you're in currently. And so sometimes people just don't care. And really and truly, I realized that I was sabotaging myself because half of the things that I discussed, half of the things that I planned out or talked about, I didn't achieve any of them. So I started working, and in my time working, I met other young professionals that were either looking to go to grad school or move up in their role. I think it was natural to just have those conversations of oh, what are you into, or what do you plan on doing after working, or things like that. Always natural to have conversations about grad school, right? Don't get me wrong, when I was in college, my senior year, I thought I was going to go into grad school. Ended up working, right? So things never go as planned. Once I started my job, I planned out in my head that after my first year and just prepare myself for graduate school. And that preparation consisted of completing the GRE. And so before even taking the GRE, I of course needed to study for the GRE. So I had all those things planned in my head at the beginning of January 2020 was to mentally prepare myself to get ready to study for this big test. And then, the following steps would obviously be applying for grad school and then waiting to receive notification, right? So those are all things that I was discussing with friends, family, even. And what happened? I don't see a GRE book in sight. It's July, and I haven't picked up a book. This made me think, was I just trying to tell myself these things and share it with people to almost persuade myself to do it? Or did I actually want to do this thing, right? Did I really want to go to grad school? It really made me feel okay, I need to reevaluate things, and maybe I don't need to have these conversations and kind of just keep things to myself, really see whether or not it's meant to be. And I encourage a lot of you guys to either decipher whether or not things that you're working towards, whether it's something that you really want to do or if you're just doing it to almost make someone happy. The second thing I found that didn't do so well for me was saving, right? So I live at home with my parents. I have bills, of course, but there isn't any reason as to why I don't have anything saved. Anything, there's absolutely no reason. I vividly remember a conversation with one of my coworkers, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to be paying aggressively on my student loans, and I'm going to be saving this amount each month. Some of those things haven't quite necessarily happened, right? So it's like, I don't know if it's more so not planning out things or just not sharing your intentions or your goals with people. Like, so I'm starting to realize those things are just unnecessary. And, if you're going to do things, just do it. Like, just do it. There's no need to really converse or have conversations about it. I mean, unless you truly feel like the people that you're talking about it with, they genuinely care. Don't feel like those are things to have small talk about. And I'm only sharing this because this is what I've noticed just going through that experience. Like, I was definitely one to share my goals. Don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having goals and aspirations and wanting the very best for yourself. But for me personally, I have realized there's no need to share these things with people. Drop in the comments whether or not you've been working on something and you've shared it with people and you realize that you haven't really gotten anywhere with it in terms of your progress. Like, what do you think is holding you back?